William is here already. You got you and then I did. Too much at once.
Good evening. My name is Chris Butnick. I want to welcome you to our 145th transition ceremony at the men's campus.
Come on.
I'd like to deviate slightly from our normal introduction and welcome, and would like to observe a moment of silence in memory of Gary Rizzutis. Moment of silence. Thank you. So as always, as I welcome you to this very special evening, I want to really first thank our program participants who worked hard to get the facility ready and to prepare the meal. If we could thank them, that'd be really good. And also just acknowledgement to the staff who have also worked to get things ready and just for the stuff they do day in and day out. There's one staff member in particular I want to acknowledge. That's Sheree Klepchak. If Sheree could stand.
Okay.
It's the first of many acknowledgements tonight of Sheree. Sheree came to work for us February 18th, 2016, and May 1st will be her last day here. And we're very saddened to lose her. Very, very grateful for, oh, you want her to stand while we're saying this? Very grateful for the lasting contribution she's made, and very excited for the town of Wendell, who has a new senior accountant. There's people who are even more behind the scenes than Sheree, and those are like volunteers that serve on the board of directors and board of trustees. I don't think there are any members of the board of directors here, but we do have a member of the board of trustees. If we could acknowledge Mr. Bob Udell. If you get a chance to see him afterwards and touch him, I'm serious. Like, let me ask this question: does 1850 seem like a long time ago? if you touch him, you will touch a person who sat on the lap of a woman born in 1850. So you will be one person removed from pre-Civil War. I'm not going to take up any more time. What's wonderful about these evenings is listening to the men and their stories and how they persevered and what recovery has done for them. And to see the wonderful support that comes out here, both in the other alumni that are here, as well as the families, the friends, the other people who played a role in supporting the men that we're acknowledging tonight. And so with that, I'm going to welcome Mr. Changemaker himself, William Dickens.
Well, since we're there, my name is William Dickens. I'm the planning room coordinator for the Kids and Women's Facility. Silver chip number 133. Come on. Friday date is 9/15/2002. Yeah. By the grace of God, I've been clean and sober over 20 years. And it all started right here. So when I start talking about being a change maker, it comes from the heart. I mean, a lot of people take it for a bunch of jokes, but y'all can see the expansion going on. Silver chippers or anybody that want to contribute to being a change maker. And it don't take a lot, but a lot of us coming together, you will be surprised what we can do. So for some of y'all silver chippers, that always talking how much you love this program and how much it has done for you, become a change maker.
Share that.
Give it back that was so freely given to you, because it costs a total of, I think they said, I always get it wrong. How much? How much? $58 per night to stay here. 55. Leave alone. Yes. Also, that's why I want y'all to hear when I tell these guys how many days they stayed at Healing Transition. So that will tell you how much money they owe us, and they just pocketing their money. And some guys are already change makers. That's a good thing. So the first new alumni, which he had alumni before, but he kind of tripped up before he made it up here to this podium. But tonight, he gets to get up to this podium. Number one is Mr. Bobby Barry. And at the women, I'm telling y'all, bro, they go down. So we got to make that thing. Y'all talk real loud like this. Come on. Oh, now, sometimes with some of these guys that's coming up here tonight, it has been a long road. But they have persevered and they have made a commitment to become alumni of this program, and they are doing just that. Bobby Byrne. Yes. First arrived at Healing Transition July the 7th, 2007. He finally completed this journey December the 5th, 2022. Now we talk about in this program that attitudes and behaviors are what? Nothing. Just what? A symbol of the problem. So it's okay when you stop drinking and drugging, but if you don't do something about them bad habits you got, them character defects, the book said the same man will drink again.
Well,
and evidently this man had a lot of character defects. Let me say that about him. And some of these guys, you won't hear me saying that. That means what they did was slid up under the radar, or either they bought their peers and they didn't hold them accountable. Well, I don't understand how some of these guys come up here and didn't get no help. Something is wrong. That means me and John Hubbard are not doing our job good enough. Y'all take that first. All right, some of Bobby's concerns that he got was a broken commitment, entitlement, not too ready, inappropriate behavior, bad attitude, poor job performance, incompetent, not being a role model. Some of the suggestions he received from his peers was a 30-day sponsor call log every day for 30 days. A 1 week eating 5 meals with Josh. I don't know who that was, but evidently y'all had an issue. 1,000 words on pause was agitated. A 3-day profanity ban that we probably need to enforce again. 1,000 words on the man in the mirror. Spend 2 nights in detox. 1,000 words on rigorous honesty. 1,000 words on perception is reality. 1,000 words on if I was not in the picture, I could not be framed. Come on. Come on. 1,000 words, I am not a victim. 1,000 words, actions speak louder than words. And 1,000 words, when will I finally see my father? Bobby did 2 or 3 times as a peer mentor, I don't know, but right now I would say he's up here all the time. And Bobby is a change. And I thank you. So Bobby wrote over 8,000 words while here in this program. He attended over 505 meetings, and he was here 730 days. Please help me welcome Silvertip alumni 963. No, first and foremost, I'd like to thank God for me being here. Okay. And for another day clean. Hold up, Trey. Make sure I remember you. Oh, look at that phone and that, Trey. Come out though. Yeah, but I like to thank Chris, Amanda, Mr. Dick. Yeah, but I studied that man right there. When I first got here, and I found out that he used to get high and he ran, thought he ran the place, right? I said, I want to be just like that guy. You know what I mean? So with that said, right, like regardless of what you're going through, right, it get better, man. See that guy right there, right? See that guy right there, though. Guy that was hurt, man. Broken. I stayed here long enough, right, to learn how to think straight again. I'm a little hard-headed, I'm Silvertip at 963 and they're on 1,000. So I took the long road. You know what I mean? But I'm here though. I just like to appreciate the healing transition, man, and that motto of how many times it takes. So without that, I don't know where I'll be, right? They told me to limit my time, but what are they gonna do? Tell me something? No, but special thank to Mr. Brady, man. He's like the core of this program. And when you first get here, you gonna meet that man, right? When I first got here and he hollered at me, I said, "Who this little guy right here, man?" But I learned, right? He love you, man. He love you, man. He care for you. Trey, what was it, Trey? Yep, nothing lasts forever. Not even the struggle. I'm gonna add a name, Bob. Yo, next new alumni we're going to be recognizing is Mr. Felix Paluto. All right. Mr. Felix, another one that took a long road to get there. He started this journey April the 8th, 2019, and he finally completed it January the 12th, 2023.
Come on.
He was in Met 1 4 times, Met 2 3 times, CTR 1 3 times, and CTR 2 1 time. Some of the concerns he had from his peers was 3 poor job performance, not following the guidelines 2 times, or in jail, he must, that means telling a lot of lies. Some of the enochs he received from his peers was people pleasing, ego, entitlement, selfish, self-centered. Some of the suggestions was 500 words, so it's okay to take the back seat. 500 words on how fear can lead me back out. Read daily reflection for 2 days. 500 words on how failure can lead to success. Write the definition of spiritual axiom. Eat 5 meals with Thomas Birch. 500 words on the Enochs. 2 detox cleanups. Copy page 62 and read to yourself for 1 week. Meet Trudges for 1 week. 500 words on what I am really avoiding and step down as T group leader. And while here, Felix attended over 570 meetings and was here he attended over 721 meetings and was here. Y'all remember what I said about $55 a day, but I done told him he trying to tell me some old jack. Let me tell you what he said. 570 days at $55 a day. Please help me welcome Silvertip Alumni 1006, Mr. Felix Cook.
My name is Felix, I'm an alcoholic, Silvertip 1006. You forgot also profanity. You gave that. Using profanity at 9:45 and Dickens popped out of detox. I don't use profanity anymore. Wow. So I was actually thinking a lot about this, like for the whole week, like, what am I gonna say, what am I gonna think, and then they told me I got like a limit, so I'm gonna keep it real short. When I came in, I was pretty lost. I remember leaving Greensboro. I had $18 in my pocket, $20 in my pocket, and it was either buy a bag or buy a train ticket to Raleigh and find Healing Transitions. And I chose to buy the train ticket, and it was $18.50. And I took it, and I remember getting lost. I got off the train. I've never been to Raleigh before, and I ended up going all the way to the food line. It was about 2 in the morning, and I got lost, and I came back, and I was still pretty intoxicated. And there was a gentleman working security, Hans de Koon, who became my best friend. And he welcomed me, he showed me love, and he took me to detox. And then I met Rayford, and I walked to the shelter, bougie, thinking I was better than everybody else. And I said, I'm not doing this. And I grabbed my bags and I turned around, and Ricky Roberts and Rayford pulled up on me and said, where are you going? And I said, I can't sleep with those people. And Ricky Robert gave me a little space where I can be safe. And I stayed and I left and I came back. And the last time I used, I was unwilling to admit a lot of things that I had done. I was unwilling to work through some personal issues outside of here. As a matter of fact, there's a gentleman in here who helped me through that. Hi, Keith. Keith is awesome. He's outside of here, but he helped me to deal with a lot of outside issues. I got honest. I met a man up here who became my sponsor. At the time, he was full for me. He made me cry like first day. But he told me some things that I didn't want to hear, and I remember going to them, and I was like, I don't like him. And he said, keep him. And I did. I went back out again, because I thought I got it and I was unwilling to deal with some stuff. The last time I used was May 11th, of last year. I called up here May 12th. And, there was a gentleman that I went through the program. Well, I was a CTR security when he was coming in. And, he was a peer mentor for the first time. That was his first day. And he answered the phone call, and that's Alex Walkie. He told me, I asked him what he did, and he told me he stayed and waited for the miracle to happen. And I said, I want to come back home. And he ran and got Lem and everybody from the planning room, and Lemon Team sent me a ticket to freedom. He told me, can you get to the train station at 12 o'clock? I said, yes. I was late 1 minute and I ran up that train. The train was moving and I ran up there. And I stayed. And then Tiffany and Bruce picked me up. They told me they're gonna put me in the trunk. And I came back and I was so entitled, even still, right? That it was a Thursday, it was about 1:30, there was a bunch of people in the carport. And I thought they were there to welcome me. Turns out they were getting hygiene stuff from the hygiene closet. And I swear they told me that, and I started crying. I goes, Russell, what yelling at me? Gonna get a detox, you're gonna stay out here and talk to everybody. So they let me stay there for a while, and then I got to meet a lot of people. Like, I look around. Rudy was my alarm clock in CTR 1 because he got tired of my rooster waking me up. So I used to have an alarm, and it was very loud, and it takes me about an hour to wake up. So he became my alarm clock throughout the whole CTR 1. We were roommates because he got tired of the rooster. Because I used to be late, and Bruce gave me my first concern for being late to work. Thank you. I'm not late no more. Wow, so what is it today? So I struggle. Like, for a very long time, I just told somebody that on June 22nd, it will be the first time I get off probation since 1996. Never been a free man. There's always been a probation, a juvenile, social worker, somebody running my life. June 22nd, I'll get off probation. And that's because this lady, Maggie Kane, decided to write a letter for me and go to court with me and tell the judge that I was worth saving. And the judge gave me a chance. After she sentenced me to 3 years in jail, she decided to give me 30 days unsupervised probation, mandate me to the healing transitions, complete the program. And today, I get to go and help open up a new facility in Wilmington so we can have more beds for people like us. Since I've been gone, there's been a lot of people that have died. And what this silver tripper means is that I am responsible for myself today because I have to be responsible for somebody else's recovery when I'm able to. I get to be there for the people that are hurting. I get to be a brother like John Hill, Frank, Jake, all of them, like they're tight. And I get to kind of take that back to Wilmington, and I had no idea how hard it was to start a program without CPR. But I am thankful. I didn't cry that much this time. Len cried more, but thank you, Bob. Lindsay, she texts me every morning, that gratitude list, and when I don't text back, she calls me and asks me what's going on. Matthew Clark is always there for me. Everybody for place at the table. I can go on, but they're gonna tell me to go sit down, so I'm gonna take a seat. But remember one thing, we are not responsible for our addiction, but we are responsible for our recovery. And let's make a lot of noise because the women always saying they make more noise than us, and we're gonna get our attention to them.
It sounded like you was a little loud, so I know how it is. I'm never saying that. Keep up with it, Nicole. Keep up with it. This next guy. No. Now, I don't know when Chris got here. I don't even know when this place got here. But this guy first engaged with us March the 11th, 2001. And it is 2023 now. Now he haven't stayed here every night since then, but he has been coming back and forth. So, this guy was brought here by the police 9 times. And detox 22 times. Waiting list 14 times. Overnight 20 days. Overnight with contract 5 days. Met 1 4 times. Met 2 1 time. CTR 1 time. And CTR 2 times. And what ended up happening was we just got tired. Just got tired. Said, look, man. Look, enough is enough, man. Look, we can't help you no more. And when he comes up in the night, you probably going to see what I'm talking about. Now, I know I got tired. So I think his friends just got tired of addressing him and just got tired of arguing with him. So we just said, man, go. We gonna give you a chill word or not. We gonna just get it. But not Father God lied 2 times. I shouldn't blame you. I shouldn't blame your people. But I think they knew you had a bad attitude, so they got tired of just killing you. Broken commitment. So one of these got some suggestions. What's different this time? I'm so glad to see you. I'm telling you, man. It's been a long time, man. I remember this man right here, y'all. He used to be, I mean, he just do some stuff. But look where he's at tonight.
Come on, come on, come on.
5 minutes of quiet time for 1 week. And I'm telling you, he still is just as angry as he was this time. When he's a good guy, please help me welcome. I'm breathing. That Ivan was here 518 days, so that's really not bad. And he attended over 364 meetings. So,
First of all, I'd like to thank the Healing Transitions for all the help I needed, really. And I struggled with it, I struggled to make it where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so glad that I came here. I've been here 23 times. Coming like I said since 2001. I made it.
you made it.
And I got a real good staff there. And Miss Ann, I got to give her the utmost respect. That lady had worked with me, but I'm telling you. Like, I don't know if she did it to nobody, but she had worked with me and she got it started and I'm good to go and I'm gonna continue. Thank y'all.
You telling me that a brother that came all the way from
See out.
Texas?
See out.
See out.
How do you stand up?
Even though we laugh and joking at the fun time, y'all, I'm telling you, this is what it's all about. This is all what it's all about. Work. Now, the next guy, Michael Gardner.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He didn't fly under the radar, but he came kind of close to it. I think I had to start pulling some stuff out and working in community to get him kind of pull up to the top. But he arrived here May 3rd, 2022, completed the program February 24th, 2023. Some of the concerns he had. Now, I want y'all ladies to remember, and y'all guys that's in CTR 1 now, because we want to up the ante. Did you hear the kind of words that Bobby and Felix wrote? Now this new generation right here, I don't even like to say how many words they wrote, but it might be embarrassing. He had, so we got that mean we got to up the ante. We got to start holding some people accountable, whether they want to be held accountable or not, because we got to help them to change. Give them some suggestions that they don't even deserve. But I can vote. Uh-oh, they might say I can't vote now because I ain't standing on their plate. Okay, let me get back to losing focus. Some of the concerns following not following guidelines 4 times, 1 poor job performance and 1 entitlement. Some of the suggestions he got from his peers was a daily planner for 2 weeks, a yes man for 1 week, 1 week yes man, salary roster check, 500 words on progression, not perfection, 500 words on no is a complete sentence. This is a real serious one, letter to mom and little brother. The guys, his peers know, serious situation, but we got down to the exact nature that got him. Step up and cook French toast. You must have messed up in the kitchen. Salary roster check, chair 2001 one time, help cat daddy for 1 day, and spent 30 minutes in detox. He was here a total of 297 days to call. Oh, he donated today, but you want to add this? I want to get some. This is another long time. And he attended over 326 meetings. Please help me welcome Silver Chipper and a new hire here at Gillen Trans.
My name's Mike. I'm an alcoholic and an addict. And when I came in, I was broken. I lost everything. And this place helped me get everything back that I thought I would never get back. And if it wasn't for the staff here, Amanda Blue, Mr. Dickens, Rayford, John Hubbard, all of you, and all the friends that I have, family that I've made here through the time that I've spent here. Now that I work here, I can make even more. And I can share what I have learned through working this program with the next guy coming in. It helps keep me completely humble in my own recovery. And next week is my 1-year anniversary.
Yes, sir.
And I thank Healing Transitions for giving me the opportunity to be employed here and making it to that 1-year mark again. Thank you.
Now, because of some action in the planning room or whatever, this next guy, we misplaced his folder. But he arrived here in 2013. So, Jacob, if you want to, you just average it out anytime you want to. He owes us plenty of money, I can tell you. Mr. Timothy Cutler. Was on the waiting list 7 times. He was then met 1, 2 times, met 2 times, overnight with contract 30 times, 30 days, overnight 53 days. I think we got it well. Retract, he just retract and retract and retract and retract and retract and retract and retract. Then he made it into modified CTR 2 4 times. Now, I couldn't find your folder, man. I found part of it, and I know it ain't. But you had a broken commitment, not following guidelines. And some of the help was make 20 silver chip calls and moving alarm clock across the room. But you know, we learn around here to keep good memory. And in case our memory is wrong, we just add what we want to. So, but brother, one day you came here, you was retracked, and you decided that you needed to get your medication. And what you did was went out there in that parking lot. And it was a silver chipper that was a really nice guy, kind of slow. And you fucked him. And you told him you need some money to get your medication.
Oh.
And he gave it to you. But I do not think you bought the medication.
Not that time.
Not that kind of medication. So will you tell me welcome, Mr. Timothy Covington?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim.
No crime, man, just do it. Let's do it. My name is Tim Ferguson, bad alcohol.
Yeah, man. It's all right.
I first want to give a
Yes, sir.
If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be here today. If it wasn't for the plane, I wouldn't be here today. I thank God for placing in the mind of men to create such a place as this. Because without places like this, y'all wouldn't be. Thank all the staff, everybody who supported me, everybody who's been support. Tim Lewis, where you at? My roommate over there, man, we had a lot of talks. Mr. Rachel, thank you, Mr. P. Stand on me like a kid so many times. So many times. I just want to say, man, if you told me 10 years ago that I'd be standing at this podium receiving one of these chills, I would ask you what you would get out. Where you get it from. Again, it's an honor. And I'm grateful. Thank my family. They're not here, but they're on Zoom. How y'all doing?
We here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just so grateful today, man. Got a lot of gratitude today. It could have been another way. I think I'd be standing up here. I lost a lot of friends and brothers coming to the program, just as all of us have. But I'm really grateful for the place. And thank you, Healing Place. And thank you, Healing Transition.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I forgot. Tim, he's also a new hire here. Thank you, Sam. They always help. The next guy we're gonna be recognizing new alumni is Mr. Damon Branch.
Okay.
This is one of the guys that low key do this. Yes, sir. Very low.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But he's here tonight. You know you better be a change maker. You walk around here no job. Huh? No problem. What y'all acting like y'all change makers? Y'all come in here and talk about no problem. What am I doing? We gonna bring that car club over up here now. It's his car right now. I'll tell you about this change maker, y'all. We got good time. We need some money, y'all. Especially silver chippers that say you love the program now. I can talk like this because I'm a change maker.
Yeah, me too.
We can talk this big trash.
Yeah,
Holding all your money, keeping it in your pocket. Where you holding that money? Pay back some of that money that you've been using. All right, moving on. This guy got here April 18, 2022. He completed this program April 2nd, 2023. Poor child performance 2 times and entitlement. Now, I know you came in and expect more stuff than that, man. Somehow that smile got the guy. Well, they shouldn't never let you walk through here. Because I got to hear this. Later, I'm going to hear about this. What kind of help did that man get coming through this program? All right, so the suggestion you got was serve breakfast 2 times, which you was already in the kitchen a lot. 500 words on how my actions affect others. Clean up detox for a half an hour. 2 random acts of kindness. and spent 30 minutes in detox for 2 days. He was here to cover a total of 349 days, just rounded off 350. He over. And he attended 396 meetings. Please help me welcome Silver Chip alumni 1018, Demond Brent.
Hey, Andrea. I ain't gonna lie, I'm nervous, man. First of all, yeah, love you too. Hey, first of all I thank everybody in this room for showing up tonight, making this is like a beautiful moment. The guys, man, y'all shutting it down. I don't even wanna have to go out there like 5 years. Just looking around, all the faces like family, man. When I first got here, I really didn't want to be here. I didn't think I needed to be here. But my uncle, man, he's down. Yeah, he's like, yo, man, you need to get some help. I didn't realize I was at the bottom of, I didn't realize I was at the beginning of the end until I went through the program and started, I got time to think and rest and feel myself again. You know what I'm saying? Build myself back up. And now, man, I ain't gonna lie, I feel amazing. Come on. I wouldn't change it for the world, man. Everybody in here, man, y'all can do it, man. All you gotta do is want it. You gotta want it, man. Gotta be inside. Man, it's a great place, man. Thank everybody.
Brother, that was cool, boy. All right, okay, next guy we gonna be recognizing, you talk about it, he wants to be cool.
Yes, sir.
Listen, Albert O'Neill. Now, I'm gonna say this, Albert was a peer mentor in the planning room. I know you had some yellow sheets in there, man. And I've been searching, I think you went in that folder and got them yellow sheets. So we couldn't read what's supposed to be read up here. And I've been having them peer mentors looking for your folder. So I know you done something. That's all right. That's all right. I know where you work at. Huh? Okay. We gotta keep the time moving. 3 times, the full script, he first engaged April the 3rd, 2020. He completed it March the 30th, 2023. I know they got you, man. Moved from CTR 1 to overnight for working while in CTR 1 with another one of his peers. But it was more than that. He was here a total of 489 days and attended over 620 meetings. Please help me welcome Mr. Albert Silver Chipper. One total one. Another new hire. Hey, then I want to be his hire. Hey, look, that's my boss right there. And look. I'm nervous too, y'all. I want to thank my family, my HT family, my whole family, my mother-in-law, my wife, my kids. What am I saying there? Son, stand up. I just graduated, son. My kids, all my kids, my mother-in-law, my wife, everybody up here, everybody, and I did it.
I did it, y'all. Everybody can do it. HT is the shit. This is it right here, y'all. Tell me, you don't get no better. My big brother 10. Hey, look, I should be scared to walk downtown. I take 10 with me. But look, hey, look, all my HT brothers, y'all, I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Y'all can do it. Everybody can do it. I did it. I did it. And all my UNC right here saying, yes.
In all fairness, he never had a chance. I swear, I'm around here and I hear, hey, where Benzo at? Who? Benzo. Little Zanny over there. It's like he was named Benzo as a kid.
Next, man, we're gonna be recognized. This is one of the long roads. Oh, and Cobra. This guy first arrived here August the 16th, 2012. And he finally completed this journey April the 2nd, 2023. We're talking about Mr. Ronald Burke. Y'all, I don't know who came up with this idea about you need to walk around here scared, and I don't want no concern.
No, sir.
I don't want no help. If you can change yourself, why you here? Why you come here? If the book said drugs and alcohol is on their symbol, we got some behavior issue. I think some people in here can tell you, they went to jail or prison and came out and did the same thing.
Well,
But if you don't work on that behavior, say it again, man.
well,
So now, this is old school way right here, y'all. Young guys that's in the community now, scared. Unattended property, missing B&G cleanup, late for B&G cleanup, messy room, late for tea group, walked up the phase building early. He was supposed to went to sleep early, to down by 10, up by 6, and didn't do it. This morning cleanup. 500 words on R&J, telling lies. 500 words on can't leave recovery behind. 500 words on I am responsible for my actions. Stop blaming everybody. Front and center all function for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The class sleep.
Yeah.
2 week property restrictions. Some will scare y'all to death now. You don't need it, bro. 2 weeks phone ban except Foster. We know who he was calling all the time. 1,000 words on pause with agitation. 500 words on no good to family if I'm dead. And his family's here. I'm so glad. Copy names on detox board and post in room. Now this is a powerful one, doesn't it, y'all? And back then, it wasn't as not as many guys on that board. I don't know how many on the board now, but copy name on the detox board, that's people that have died, that went back into addiction, and post in room, the reminder. 500 words on distractions, 5 days sleeping in detox, and 1,000 words on perfect father. I want to be a perfect father figure. Please help me welcome Silver Chip number 1020, Mr. Ronald Burke. And what's that called? And we go back money.
Man, give me a second, close my eyes for a second. Make sure I'm in the right.
I'm gonna fight, man.
That's all right.
Man, what's our healing transition? I'm on the bird. 1020.
Okay.
Again, well, I want to start by thanking staff
ones that know me and the ones that don't. I'm the one that, Mr. Terry decided she wanted to go snooping around the detox bans. And then Brian called me and asked me who was smoking in the detox ban. I had to make a decision if the same man was gonna show up. And decided to tell the truth, and I think that's the thing that's been started for me. But I got here by a guy named James Moody and another civil chipper named Richard back in the day, 10 years ago. And sometimes I look at James and I just want to I don't know if I want to bust him in the head or what I want to do. I'm glad he planted the seed because I don't know, I had a big resentment about coming back here. I vowed I wasn't gonna never come back here. And all the time for 10 years, within that 10 years, Mr. Raper would call me and my wife would call Christine would call Raper, come and get him, do something with him, Raper, talk to him. Raper said, he ain't ready, you know? And finally, I don't know how I got here. I got here pretty fast, but I ain't telling y'all, yeah, I had to scat. I got here. But there's a lot of people to thank. I want to thank the place at the table. Where my place at the table? People that it takes really to raise me. I don't know what y'all be seeing when y'all be doing all this screaming, but I'll be like, wow. But so and I also want to thank all my retract brothers. Y'all say something for me, retract brothers. Yeah. And I'd like to thank my family. That's my family right there. Okay. And I'd like to thank my guys at Forest Produce, Brian and Bernard, Walt and all them, man. I keep some chippers around me, you know what I'm saying, everywhere I go. You know, and Brian, you can you know, I'm taking him off the what we're talking about, right? Getting him off the same thing, Mr. Big. Anyway, man, and also I'd like to thank you. It's into my home group people from Longview here. I'd like to thank y'all, Longview. That's my home group. I got a lot of group. Longview. My home group. Yeah, I'd like to thank them. I got a lot of spiritual sisters and brothers in there. And also my sponsee brother, he's somewhere here. Steve, where you at, Steve? What's up, homie? And that's about it, man. I'm just trying to do the thing and stay out the way, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Brian, we ain't gonna even get into that. I don't know what you're talking about, man. You gotta do a lot of work to take my spot. You on that training video, they see William Dick over there and come over here. So the last new alumni we're gonna be recognizing, I have to say that I think he did the same thing as O'Neal. Some y'all, but maybe you didn't. I don't understand how y'all got here. So, Mr. Paul White. Come on, Paul. Guys have been peer mentors, also along with Paul, also another new hire at Helen Transition. I guess if y'all didn't get nothing else out of this, y'all have learned that Helen Transition is hiring people. If you don't get nothing, you only got that. That's all right, Paul. Okay. Paul attended over 426 meetings, and he was here 387 days. Please help me welcome Silver Chip alumni number 1021. Yeah, Paul. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like his leg. I don't even know where to start. I definitely didn't want to be here. I know my sister Amy, I'm very grateful for her and Stephanie. They sought me out for about 4 or 5 months before I got here.
And, I gave them every reason that I could think of to not come here. I really did, and, when I finally made it, I was staring at Lynn over there twerking on everybody over there to see it. I did not want to go to that place. I was like, what am I getting myself into? I'm telling you, I became good friends with, I think, everybody here, man.
Yeah, my.
I think one of the things that, I'm gonna live by, and I think I heard Bruce or Trey say it first, rapid response is, how can I help? And I think that's what I want to commit my life to, man, it's just, what I could do for the next man. Because I tried this for so many years by myself, getting into a relationship, and, the relationship brings me right down further or faster than I can do anything. Man. It's not for me today, man, and, I'm not living anything in the past. Trey Simpkins, I'm telling you right now, I would not have stayed here one single day if it wasn't for him. My first day in detox, he walked by here, and detox didn't have any cigarettes back then, man. Trey was a lifesaver. Trey was great. I love you to death, man. I really do, man. And we're gonna do a lot of great things together, man. I know it. I started it. One of the main reasons I didn't want to come here is because I was on the MAP program. And I know there's a lot of controversy with the MAP program, but I'm here to tell you that if you don't know, it's because out of ignorance. I mean, get education on that thing, man, because it really helps a lot of people. Not all of us nod out in every meeting we have. Not all of us sleep through everything or drool over the floor or have to use the wall to hold us up. The MAP program is a good thing. It's going to save a lot of lives. And I made it from day one, getting up at 4:45 every morning, going to the methadone clinic. You know what I mean? And I came back here and I did my job. And I'm proud of that.
That's right.
And, I mean, it's could help a lot of people, really can. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that don't use it the way they're supposed to use it. And, I mean, we're not all here for the right reasons, but sooner or later, I think we all will be, if we don't die first. But we lost a lot of guys while I was here. The two that come to mind most are Brandon Milroy and Gary Grazudis, man. And my heart just goes out to their families. It really does, because for Gary, it seems like it was just yesterday that we would joke and carry on, man. And I don't know, he has a permanent place in my heart. He really does. My daughter, she's the most special thing in my life. I wasn't there for a lot of her childhood growing up, but Morgan, thank you very much for coming here. It means the world to me. I think she was 18 years old. I hadn't seen her for a long time, and I think she was 18 years old, and I was home at Christmas time, and she called me. She said, "Merry Christmas, Daddy." And that's something that I never thought that I'd ever hear or ever deserved to hear. But I had some clean time in my life before, and I know what it's like, man. And I got that spiritual foundation back in my life again, man, and that's where it all starts. Guys, we can't do this without a spiritual foundation. You got to get in touch with the higher power, and if you can't find one for yourself, please use mine.
Share that.
I mean, because he's giant, man. He'll take you to a lot of places.
Share that.
I'm not perfect in anything I do, and I did skate under the radar on this business, but I'm over in detox. If y'all want to bring me some work, right, I'll be more than happy to run it. Thank y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. Paul, happy to see you.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
My name is Jason Sexton. I'm the transition case manager here at the Men's. Also Silvership number 544.
Yeah.
So what I do is I work with the gentlemen that are have completed the educational portion and are now in CTR two or transitional portion of the program. These guys are either doing a commitment to give back, looking for work, or working and saving money for housing. We want to recognize those men that have made it to CTR two since the last ceremony. So what they're going to do is they're going to come up here. I'm going to give them a copy of their detox picture. We also have a tradition. The thought behind it is while we're out there using and drinking, we've lost all our marbles. So we're going to let them get one of their marbles back. So the first man coming up is Juan Levine. Michael Hines. Donald Turner. Timothy Bertrand. Rachel Hollis.
Yeah, please, sorry.
Robbins. Greg Markovich.
Yeah, that's right.
All the silver tippers. In CTR two, don't forget to clean up the room.
Yeah, Terry. Yeah, Terry.
I'm Terry Edwards, and I'm Enterprise Coordinator here at Summer Transitions, and I'm Summer Citizen. Thank you. Congratulations, guys. So I get an opportunity tonight to recognize an employee who's been with us for 1 year. And what I want to say about this dude is, so he steps up. I mean, he volunteers his time. He has helped facilitate Refocus. He has volunteered with rapid responders. He's willing. He's willing to come out here and help on his days off, whatever, you know. So I think F3 calls him Cephas.
Oh.
But we know him as Patrick Stone.
Yeah, Patrick. Okay. How you doing?
Harry, I'm Patrick, I'm an addict. So I've been coming here since, August of 2002. And, you know, I retracked 3 times, silver chip way back in 03. You know, I owe a lot of money as far as change maker go. I am a change maker. But, you know, when I finished this time, you know, it was brought to my attention, I need to change some things that some of my peers saw as a pattern. And that's what I try to do, you know, and I can never repay the healing transitions. You know, each time I've come here, my life's gotten leaps and bounds better. And it's something that, you know, I'll never forget this place, and I'll never forget you guys. And I always tell people, you know, retracking is a horrible thing to have come back here when you go back out. But I met 4 different groups of people that I never would have met. And, you know, a lot of you guys are my brothers. You know, it's like I couldn't get through the day without you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Terry.
Hey, I'm Justin Garrity, Director of Recovery Services in Silver Chipper 676.
Do it again.
I remember when Patrick went through detox this last time, I came up to see him and he was like, dude, I can't see. I overdosed real bad and I can't see. And so Patrick, you've really impressed me the way you stay connected. You know, you've been a very successful businessman, and to now bring some of those skills to the thrift store and keep hitting new records, seems like every month. So just really impressed with you, man. And really impressed with this group right here. Congratulations, guys. Well done.
Thanks.
I have a couple staff members that are celebrating a year of employment tonight. We are over time, so I'm gonna have to go a little quickly, but I wanted to have this really good opening line for this one guy. So coming to HT bony and broken from Baltimore. When he got into detox, people said, wow, this guy smells like crack cocaine and sadness.
Wow. That's a snake.
And if y'all get a chance, look at Bruce's detox picture. Anyway, Bruce, he did his commitment with the Rapid Responder team, and then he was so good, we just hired him on while he was still living here. He has recorded 3,166 outreach attempts. That's text messages, phone calls, face-to-face interactions, and connected with 387 different people, most of them outside of our walls. So that's one person bringing hope to nearly 400 people in 1 year.
Good job. Good job.
He's linked 231 different people to some type of service or resource, like nurses, AA meetings, or food boxes. He is responsible for getting 1,973 units of naloxone into the community. So that's the best practice. And overdose, be factory to the community. In 1900 is a lot of Narcan. Anyway, Bruce, you've made a huge impact this year. Come get your award.
I'm Bruce, I am an addict. And that is true what he said about my detox. I came in broken, smoking like crack cocaine. And sadness. I didn't laugh. I hated this whole place, but I knew it was going to save me. Mr. Rayford yelled the first day I walked in. I said, oh my goodness. But honestly, I got connected to the rapid response team in the kitchen. And I seen what they did for people, and I lost my wife to overdose in 2015, and I wanted to pass that information along. And I was that homeless person that didn't eat. So I made them boxes accordingly. Like Felix said, you make these boxes like they're for you. Well, they were. A silver chipper told me that, how can I help? Is the best question I can ask. Rapid response shows me compassion, to keep compassion and ask that question, how can I help? Thank you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
This next gentleman he is a founder of the rapid responder team. I don't know if y'all know that Rusty was one of the original rapid responders. He's also one of the nicest, kindest, and most compassionate people that I know. Very grateful and appreciative of, and he really invests in anyone he helps out. I think if we're more like Rusty, the place would be a little bit better. That said, just as a driver, he's provided over 4,040 rides to at least 32 different people this year. He is the reason we have a van transportation service to pick people up who don't have rides around Raleigh and take them to get their daily dose each and every morning.
Come on, Rusty.
He was the guy that said that, and then the county commissioners got some money to fund it, and then we got another one. So that's a way to think of saying, you know what, we're not gonna say, hey, buddy, you gotta change, figure it out. We're gonna change the system. So come on up here, Rusty. Rusty, can you tell us about Gerald? I know you take your.
I'll make this real quick. I'm an addict. My name's Rusty. I know about some crack and hopelessness too, man. I've spelled like that for a long time. There was a gentleman that's not related. I'll say it since you want me to. And thank you all for hiring me again. This is the second year I've been here. I relapsed, had returned to use in 2019. This is a difficult place to shoot dope and come to. I can assure you, the guilt will kill you. That's my personal experience. I'm very, very, very grateful for y'all letting me come back and giving me a job and give me some purpose. The gentleman that we all worked with was a gentleman named Gerald. Gerald was blind in one eye. His other eye, he was going blind in that eye. Gerald's I think he's like 68 years old. Gerald has been in prison more than all of us put together. He spent most of his life on the streets. It's someone I can relate with. We know a lot of people from Fayetteville. Gerald was able to get, all of a sudden, he started riding and he went there every single day. Gerald had some hiccups on the van, but the thing goes back to, no matter how many times. And even though Gerald had a hiccup in that van, I did not want to always keep him away from riding. So we had to do some little movements, give him some things to do. He did them and he got back on the van. He was also able to get a Hep C, so he's clear of Hep C today. And he recently got an apartment down here at the towers over there, right there in Glenwood Towers. He was facing homelessness. The reason he was at, one of them was the reason he was get was that being that he went to the clinic every day because he had a ride, we were able to show the system that this guy is worthy of having an apartment, that this guy is able to, handle his money and all that, because he showed me. He showed me also by doing the stuff that we did so he could get back to rectify some of his actions. So now Gerald's living over there. He's got nothing. We took him some place and stuff today. He's got an act team that's also helping with him too, but he's got a place to stay. If it hadn't have been to be able to document that he had been doing something consistently every day for over a year, I don't know if you'd have been, gotten a place to stay. I love you all. Thank you so much. I'll pay you the money when I get there for that.
Businessman. I think I got a different thing. Bourbon Street. Justin wanted me to remind you, and I'm glad he reminded me, if you're a former participant, we have tax surveys, they're out there in the lobby, you can always use your contributions with it, helps demonstrate in one way how getting into recovery would become an asset to the community. So look for Justin, look for the tax surveys afterwards. Appreciate everyone hanging in there. The last thing we want to do is kind of a ritual that we're able to pick back up now that we're back operating in pre-COVID fashion. So we'd like to acknowledge and thank our Silver Chip alumni, and if you Silver Chip in 2001, 2002, or 2003, make the long stroll over there, set up there. Anybody Silver Chip 2004, 2005? Two 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023.
I want to thank everybody for joining us and hope you have a great night. Change makers, tax starting. Lord. Lord. Good mom, Mike. Good mom. Y'all have been invited.